Hi, welcome to Spokane Talks. This is The Pulse. I'm Jackson Adams, and today I'm here with Tim Shustoff and Scott LaPlante. And we'll get started right after this.
What? You haven't been to the library lately? Stop in today and see that the library is more than books. Spokane County Library District facilities feature on-site technology, including Wi-Fi, computers, and printers, as well as free use of meeting rooms. The Library District offers events and programs for all ages, from story times to career development and employer classes to Social Security workshops. Our staff is well trained and happy to help. Find out more about your library at scld.org.
I was selling drugs. I was in and out of prisons. I didn't know how to read or write. I couldn't even read the sign at UGM that said, "Hope starts here." Union Gospel Mission taught me to trust people. I have a job. I'm learning to read. I never thought that I would find a community that would support me like UGM does. I am so grateful to God. Real change is possible. Union Gospel Mission.
Starting a digging project? Before you reach for the shovel, you must click callbeforeyoudig.org, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. Protect our buried utilities and click callbeforeyoudig.org.
Hi, welcome back to Spokane Talks. Once again, I'm Jackson. I'm joined here by Tim and Scott. So Tim and Scott, to start off, why don't we talk about why you're here a little bit?
Yeah, so I work with Eastern Washington University Athletics. We're here with our partners at Eide Bailey. Scott's a partner over there, and we're launching our campaign again, Small Business Game Changer, where essentially they're taking their combined might as an advertiser with EWU Athletics and giving away some of that in hopes of supporting small businesses. Obviously, these last 2 years have been hard on small businesses, and they're here to help by connecting them with EWU Athletics.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just what Tim said, we're happy to be here and happy to support both Eastern Athletics and the small business community.
Very cool. So how do you guys select the business? Is it like draw it out of a hat or a competition? Or
Yeah,
how do you go about that?
Yeah, there's an application online on goeags.com, and I know we'll provide a link. Basically, it helps you tell your story, and then Eide Bailey and EWU Athletics come together and kind of pick the most compelling story. Last season, we were able to reward Cheney Owl Pharmacy out in Cheney with $10,000 in advertising with EWU Athletics. It asks some questions about what your story is, what the value is of being a small business in the Spokane area, and then the Eide Bailey team and ourselves work together to figure out, what story is most compelling and who do they feel that they can make the most impact with. So the campaign runs through the end of this month. We're giving away a private hospitality suite for the end of the football season, and then another $5,000 in advertising for them to work with EWU Athletics.
Very cool. And what season is this? How many times have you guys done this? It sounds like it's been going on for a while.
Yeah, this is our second iteration of the campaign. The first time around, I think we had about 27 applicants. We're only a few weeks in, and I think the last I saw were upwards of 35 applicants already for this campaign. So it's been a huge success. I know it does a great job of connecting Eide Bailey and the services they provide with small businesses, and it really allows them to celebrate their support, but also do it in a way that gives back to the community.
Absolutely. And you talked about the success story from last year. How do you think it'll be different this year with less COVID going on, restrictions kind of loosening up? Do you think it'll be different at all from an advertising standpoint, or kind of the same?
We really try and custom fit those campaigns to each client. So it really depends on what they're trying to do. If they're digital heavy or if they're signage heavy, we find a way to make it work. I know the big change this year was the private hospitality suite. It gives a small business a chance to host their clients, host their team as a reward to maybe the hard work that they've been putting in over these last 2 years, and get to enjoy a game day. The excitement of sports, I think, is what brought the relationship with Eide Bailey alive. They're kind of a non-traditional advertiser. They're not your soda. They're not your fast food restaurant, but the services they provide make an impact to these small businesses. And they wanted to say, hey, we believe in sports. We believe in Eastern Washington University, and we want other small businesses to be able to celebrate that as well.
Very cool. And obviously, EWU and just a lot of places around the Spokane area are very community oriented and want to help small businesses out. But how did this idea and this campaign specifically kind of come to light? Where did the idea come from?
Scott and I, this is almost 2 years ago now, we sat down and just talked about how do we put Eide Bailey in the spotlight? How do we celebrate what they do? And he told me, we support small businesses. We're not chasing the behemoths of the nation. We're chasing those small businesses that we can bring an extra tool on board and help make a difference. And that's kind of where Scott's passion for Eastern and Eide Bailey's connection to Eastern and it brought it alive. And I know Scott, he can kind of speak to their connection to Eastern, his personal connection, but also Eide Bailey's.
Yeah, I mean, we're huge supporters of Eastern Athletics and Eastern in general. A lot of our recruits, new hires come from Eastern. I mean, I'd say, I don't know what the percentage is, but at least a quarter, if not more, of our 70 staff are Eastern grads. And then, like Tim said, we're just, I mean, we're not going after the Microsofts and Boeings of the world. We're here in the community. We've always been a part of this community for the last 30 plus years, in one way or another. So we're just happy to see Spokane grow and thrive in the entire inland Northwest and West Plains region too.
Very cool, very cool. And forgive me for asking, but what is it that Eide Bailey does?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. So we're a CPA and consulting firm located here in downtown.
Okay, very cool. Nice, like the local basis. Awesome. Was there anything else you guys would like people to know?
No, the campaign runs through the end of this month. You can sign up on goeags.com. You'll see it on the EWU Athletics social pages. We'll be promoting the campaign. Like we said, they're giving away essentially a $5,000 game day experience and then another $5,000 in advertising. When you talk about how far that money goes, it can make a huge impact for a small business that may be struggling, or maybe they're finally getting their feet under them and they need that launching pad to really set them up for the future. And obviously the marketing that provides, but then we're doing it to create conversations for Eide Bailey. The services they provide, the difference they can make for small businesses and being thoughtful and creative about how they manage their business. We want to put their professional expertise out there as well as providing some pretty cool opportunities with EWU Athletics.
Absolutely. Well, awesome. Thank you guys for coming in and chatting, and that's exciting stuff.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Go Eags.
Go Eags.